So I'm sure many of you have heard about FGM, female genital mutilation, and it happens in Kenya. It is still there. The president of Kenya currently is trying to work and see that we end FGM by 2022, and that is ongoing. I remember at some point in was it 2019, what is it called? He called upon all the 47 county commissioners to support in this move so that we can end FGM by 2022. And so today I just wanted to share my experience with FGM. I come from a community that used to practice FGM. It's still practiced, but it's very mild currently. And what I remember about it, when I was in class 2, I was the only, at least I remember this, I was the only girl who had not undergone through FGM. And this is how I came to realize that I was the only girl who had not gone through this. There was this lady, a girl in our class, let me not call her a lady, since a class 2 girl is a young girl. And she was big-bodied. And so she was like the prefect of the class. She was not the prefect, but she was like the prefect because of her size. The bully in the class. So she said, there's someone smelling in this class. There's someone, I have been observing, and there's someone smelling in this class. So we didn't know what that meant. At least for me, I did not know. Maybe the rest knew. And then what she did, she said during break time, because we usually have these breaks in primary schools, I want all the girls to remain behind. And because she was a bully, she was big, we could listen to her. Whatever she said passed. And when we were left in the class, she told us to line, all of us. We stood in a line, one after the other. And so she put this desk, you know, the primary school desks. She sat on one end, and then you, as the other pupils now would sit on the other end, and you open your private pass and show her so that she can confirm if you are the one who has been making the class uncomfortable with the smell. And what is this smell she's talking about? When you are uncircumcised. It's an assumption, it's a perception, which is, it's bullshit anyway, that you smell if you're not circumcised. And so that's what she was insinuating, that there's someone in this class who is not circumcised. And so we are going to check with that person. So we were all in line. One person comes, one girl comes, passes, she checks, she confirms that one is cut, she goes. Another one comes, confirms, she goes. And it was my turn. Somehow, I was the last one. I don't know whether it was planned or I was put at the last one, but I was the last one. And then now she screamed and said, "Oh yes, we found the culprit, the one who has been making, who has been producing the smell in the old class." And from that point, it was just chaos in my life, chaos in my sister's life, who was in class 1 then. And now stigma started. We were so stigmatized in the school. I remember one time, because it was so much, and even if you say it at home, so you cannot be taken to another school. There are no schools at that time. I mean, I'm old. That's the nearest school that we go to, and your parents are not going to move you from that school because someone said you're smelling. So, in fact, those are the list of their problems. Is it food they are going to put on the table, or are they going to think about you are being stigmatized because you're not circumcised? So what we did with my sister, we planned a travel to my shosho's place, who lives 13 kilometers away. And we decided that we were going to walk those 13 kilometers. And we are going to ask our grandmother to take us to a circumciser, to those women who circumcise people, and we are going to be cut because the stigma was just too much. Yes, it reached that place, but with their God, it never happened. It was a planned idea, but it never took place. But for a girl to reach that place, not even a girl, a child, because a class 2 child, to reach that place where you have these thoughts of wanting to go to that level, going to be cut because of the stigma, it means so much. And I'm glad I overcame this, and I'm happy where I am. And so I am so in support of the president's call to end FGM by 2022, and I hope with this information and with having learned what young girls are going through, and I know there are many, you've heard many stories and horrible stories about FGM. Please let's hold hands together and end FGM by 2022. Bye.